Hi everyone, this is the third in a series of videos where I'm talking about kitchen herbs and how they can be used to treat inflammation. Tonight I'm talking about sage, and sage has several uses. One of which I want to talk about is it has been shown in laboratory settings to improve cognitive function and enhance memory. It has been shown to increase alertness and to slow cognitive decline. Studies have shown that treatment with sage extract has an antioxidant effect on the neurons in the brain, and it also inhibits acetylcholinesterase. ACHE, as it's also known, is an enzyme that breaks down acetylcholine, which is a neurotransmitter in the brain. So the longer the neurotransmitter is working, the more neurons are firing in the brain, and so the brain is more alert. Also, sage exhibits antimicrobial and antiviral benefits. It has been used in mouthwashes and wound care. It has been used as a topical antiseptic. Sage oil, sage essential oil has been shown to be effective in inhibiting gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria, in addition to fungi and viruses. It has also, sage extract and sage tea has also been used to treat arthritis, sore throat, oral inflammation. Sage inhibits the anti-inflammatory enzymes. It inhibits the COX-2 pathway, so it helps to modulate cytokine release, so it prevents the inflammation from starting. Also, it can be used to treat menopause symptoms. It can be used to treat hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, and the reason it works for this is because it contains phytoestrogens. So these phytoestrogen compounds can help to regulate hormone balance and therefore modulate the symptoms of menopause. Also, it helps with digestion. It acts as a carminative and an antispasmodic. So if you have issues with bloating or indigestion or diarrhea, say if you have IBS, it works really, really well to alleviate those symptoms, especially after a meal. So if you follow up a meal with a cup of sage tea, it's probably going to alleviate your IBS symptoms and also help with your digestion. I've already mentioned that it has been used as a mouthwash because it helps with any inflammation that you may have from a sore throat or an inflamed gum issues or anything like that. Also, it has been used in treatment of chronic conditions such as obesity, diabetes, depression, lupus, heart disease, cancer, and it works against all of these because it protects against free radical damage. And free radical damage is associated with things like diabetes and heart disease and cancer and brain dysfunction and general weakened immune systems. A tea infusion of sage officinalis or salvia officinalis, which is pretty much the sage that you find in your kitchen, has been shown to be as effective as metformin in controlling blood glucose levels. So if you control the blood glucose levels, you control the inflammation, so you control the damage to your whole system. Also, there is a specific compound found in sage called ursolic acid that effectively inhibits angiogenesis. And angiogenesis is the creation of new blood vessels. So if new blood vessels are not being created, especially in tumor cells, then those tumor cells are not getting oxygen and nutrients that they need to then grow. So the inhibition of angiogenesis would play a major role in preventing benign tumors or potentially cancerous tumors from growing and enlarging and causing other problems. Just a quick ethnobotanical background. Sage is indigenous to Mediterranean Europe, where it was highly valued in Greek and Roman medicine. In fact, the Latin name salvia means to heal. So just the name itself, the Latin name, emphasizes the healing properties of sage. In the Middle East, it was used for treating diabetes, for inflammation, for female reproductive tract issues. And also to this day, infusions of sage are common remedies for colds, headaches, and fatigue. In North Africa, it's traditionally been used to treat fevers, infection, and memory issues. And in Europe, from medieval to early modern Europe, it made up a significant portion of what we called, or what we still call, Four Thieves vinegar. Four Thieves vinegar was a treatment used to ward off the plague. And there's an interesting little fable about it that you can find on my Facebook page under one of my herbal monographs. But the thought was, or the statement said during the early to medieval European area was, why should a man die when sage is in his garden? So that's all I have to say about sage tonight. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. My email is wellness@holisticeducationwellness.org. And thank you for listening, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.